Guys, Spider-Man 2 is coming out in literally, I think, 9 or 10 days. It's like super soon. So today we're gonna talk about the 5 things Spider-Man 2 needs to steal from other games to make the game even better. Now, the first game Spider-Man 2 needs to steal from is Destiny 2. You could randomly just be going to your main mission, right? And then a big spaceship would just land in front of you, and now you're swarmed with enemies, and you gotta either choose to stop or fight them for like some crazy loot, or you can just run off and do your mission. But either way, you are put into some random spontaneous events over and over just randomly. And I love that so much because it made Destiny 2, like the actual game, feel more than just going to a point A, point B, doing the mission. It felt like, okay, there's actually a world here. It feels like, oh, there's actually things going on here and I can interact with them, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, as you guys know, Spider-Man 1's content, like a lot of people were like, it was a big hit or miss. A lot of people loved the fact that you can crack codes or you can go take pictures of like historic landmarks, but a lot of people also found it very dull and they were like, it's not worth the effort to actually go swing over there and actually do the mission, right? Like right here, you guys can see me doing the public crime events in Spider-Man 1. And of course, like I'm having fun. It's a cool little concept, but I feel like they should definitely expand on it and maybe take it a little step further, and after you kill those little thugs in this break-in area, it leads you to something else. It leads you to a bigger expansion. Second thing they have to steal, they have to actually go back to my baby girls, my Assassin's Creeds, and just go into Assassin's Creed Unity, completely steal the fact that you can jump into and enter any building in that game. Like that was one of the coolest reasons I even bought that game to begin with, because you could enter and explore any building in that city. Imagine in Spider-Man 2, I'm chilling in New York. Oh, I want to go get like what's it called? Like you guys know whatever like the famous word there is, the bacon, egg, and cheese. Imagine I just want to go to my local gas station. I can walk into the store, interact with things. I can just punch things up. I can punch the main guy up, or I can walk into an actual home. I can like, you know what I'm saying? Like just being able to enter more buildings would be very cool, because once again, I just think it would make the actual city experience feel a lot more rich. It would make the buildings feel less like just some like little blocks that were generated, but it would feel more like actual home. It would feel like, oh, people actually live here. It's an actual city of citizens. You get what I'm saying? One of the main reasons I bring this up is because I actually saw a thing where like someone beat the new Spider-Man 2 game in 30 hours. Like they platinumed it. They beat everything in the game, everything the game has to offer in 30 hours. And I'm not gonna lie, as someone that loves really diving into games, like you guys know, we're gonna be all over Spider-Man 2. I don't know if 30 hours, like, I don't know if being able to beat everything in the game in 30 hours is good enough. I'm not gonna lie, that's like the one thing I don't like about this game so far. I can just beat everything and see everything in a game within 30 hours? Within that? Sweetheart, no, absolutely not. But once again, what would fix that is things like this, being able to enter homes or doing like investigation stuff inside someone's home, boom, boom, boom. Like there's so many avenues you can take. Speaking of like extra content you could add to make sure it's more than 30 hours, imagine if this game had co-op in it. Imagine Spider-Man 2 had co-op. Steal that from Dying Light 2, or steal it from all these other games. I know around like May 23rd of like this year, it was confirmed that Spider-Man 2 wouldn't be co-op, but I'm just saying, like, I think it would be really, really fun. Like, I know it can't be added now because they already disconfirmed it. Like, I want to talk about it for a second because I just think, okay, wait, why are you guys so low, by the way? Hold on, babes. Why are you guys so down? Come up here. Come up here, babes. Come up here. No, you guys are still like weird, bro. Come here, nerds. Fucking Fortnite nerds. Ew, why am I sideways, bro? Bruh, daddies. How's this? How's this? Yeah, going back to the co-op thing, I don't know if you guys have played like Dying Light 2, but you could literally beat the entire game, like all the story missions, everything, with another person. Like that was such a crazy thing to talk about when I first like ever saw it. You could beat the entire game alongside somebody. Now me personally, I think that's a little too much. Like I actually don't want a game to allow you to do that. I think the game should really force you to do things yourself and not get carried by someone. So I don't know about all of that. But I'd still say, imagine if there was like some co-op missions or like some things you could tactically do as Spider-Man together. Like Spider-Man 2 is a perfect game for co-op opportunities. Imagine you're doing co-op and you gotta swing somewhere together. Like it would be so cool swinging together somewhere. Phenomenal. And then imagine you have to like infiltrate a base. One of you is like being sneaky, the other one's fighting someone here, causing a distraction so this guy can sneak in. Like there's so many different cool things you could definitely do, but you know, I guess they can't add it. But, you know, of course, without being too rude, I do know why they kind of do this. If you guys have played any of the games with co-op, you do know, like, most of the times, it really doesn't even work out right. Like, there's a lot of network issues, a lot of connectivity issues. And I remember, I think I played co-op in, like, I was playing co-op in, like, Assassin's Creed Unity, I think it was, like, one of those type of, like, Ubisoft games. But I remember I was playing it, and I was doing this one mission with the same guy. I was doing this one mission with this one guy. Every single time we got like near the end of the mission, he would drop. Like his connectivity would just drop. It would kick him out of the game, which would force the entire mission to just shut. It wouldn't be like, okay, you can still go. It would be like, no, he left the game, so like the entire mission is done. Ew. But then the guy added me on like PlayStation, right? He's like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. Can we try again? And I'm kidding. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Me and him tried the mission 5 times. Every single time we would get near like the end of the mission, like midway towards the end, and he would just leave the game. He would just disconnect every time. So we played the first half of this mission over and over. It was at the point where I knew exactly the perfect route to take, how to kill this enemy, where they would come from. I knew everything because we played the same mission 84 times over and over. All right, everybody, let's take a selfie. Take a selfie. Are you guys in it? Let's see if you guys are in the video. And you're not in the selfie. Where are you guys, huh? Okay, now I think the third, fourth thing Spider-Man needs to steal from another game is the amazing photo mode from Ghost of Tsushima. Now in Spider-Man Miles Morales, the photo mode itself was actually very good compared to other games. Like you can change all types of lighting, you can add text, you can do all like these graphics, all these like PNG images. But I still couldn't help but notice like so many people still complain about it in like Reddit and all over Twitter. So I really do believe there is still room for improvement in this section, you know? The photo mode in Spider-Man Miles Morales is a lot more editable. You can edit and tweak a lot of things after you take the shot. But instead, what I think they should focus on is being able to edit and tweak as many things of the actual picture you take itself. Does that make sense? Instead of being able to edit a bunch of things after the photo, show me being able to edit and like create the best picture itself possible. Take for example, in Ghost of Tsushima, the photo mode is literally, I think, the best I've ever seen. Like when I took photos in that game, I had full control of everything. There was literally a thing where I could like change the focal length, the depth of perception. I was able to change all the seasons. I was able to change, like, look at this right here. This right here, what you're watching is a actual like full-on music video, like full-on cinematography from photo mode. Some random person just made this from photo mode. Isn't that so crazy? What? What about, guys? What about? Come on. Get a power. Girl, I'm lying if I know. Can we take this to your spot? Then I'll picture number 2, 'cause I pot one. Yeah, but I really think if Spider-Man 2, like, it takes it up to that level, things are gonna just go crazy. Things are just gonna explode. It's gonna be crazy. Now, the next thing Spider-Man 2 needs to steal is big side plots. Like, you can steal this from any Assassin's Creed game, or even better, God of War Ragnarok. I think God of War did it really well, because that game, of course, it had its own main mission, all the main stuff, but if you just peer a little bit into the world, you can literally fight dragons in this area, or you can open this door. I remember opening, like, the secret key, find the key, open the door, and you fight this big, huge, hard boss. Isn't that crazy? So I think they should really steal the fact that like all these other games have so much like side bosses, side content, side plots that you can do just from doing side quests. Spider-Man itself doesn't really have that. It has like side quests, but they aren't giving you a bigger, deeper anything. It's just like for a little bit of XP, some tokens, some like skill abilities. Bruh. And the bigger reason I say this, like the smarter reason I say this, is if you're a player playing Spider-Man 2 now, and you know that some of these side quests will lead to side bosses or side deep plots, then you're more likely to actually go on an adventure and do these side quests. Think about it, if Insomniac tells us that, hey guys, there's gonna be a couple side bosses sprinkled along the game, but you have to do side content to explore it, now we'll do all the side content just to even find those bosses. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there's that little bit of hope. Like while I was doing research for this video, I saw this like amazing Reddit poll. The number one thing that wins by quite a bit is side missions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next thing Spider-Man 2 needs to literally steal, literally rob from GTA 5 is the diversity of the map. All I can really remember if I think about like the environment of the game is New York streets. I don't know why, my mind goes to nighttime New York streets. That's it. That's literally it. Say, for example, a game like GTA 5 that's also set in one city. Like Spider-Man is set in New York, I get it. But GTA 5 is just set in Los Angeles. But I can still think of so many more different like environments I was in. I was at the beach at one point. I was in a helicopter doing this at one point. At one point, I was in like the gangster suburbs. At one point, I was in like nice little areas at a golf court. There were so many different places I was exposed to. So I think in Spider-Man 2, they should really take the time and show us cool, beautiful depth of New York City. Like show me everything there is. To be honest, they're already in a great step towards this direction because like the gameplay shows them near some nice houses, nice residential roads, and like in the water on like the jet skis, right? But I really hope to take it even further and maybe actually show like differentiations between parts of the city. Like maybe one part of the city is like super like rude people, everyone's aggressive, and you know, like the whole color theme of the place is a little bit off. Maybe it's super dark or like super mysterious in this area. And then you go down here and it's super nice cars you'll see around the place. You'll see everyone super happy, it's super bright everywhere. It's a super commercialized place. You get what I'm saying? And this addition would be really important because it would make like this New York City feel more like an actual city rather than just a place filled with NPCs that do the exact same dialogue, the exact same mannerism. Everything's the same, you know? Also guys, in my next video, I'm gonna be playing both the two Spider-Man games all over again, and I'm gonna be making a video of like everything you need to know before playing the new Spider-Man 2 game. So make sure you guys watch that video because I think like I definitely need a refresher before the new game. So definitely everybody make sure you're tuned in for that video, man.